Hello, this is the Intraday U.S. Stocks, Futures, and Forex Market Preview for Wednesday, the 14th of April, 2021. I want to be clear, usually we would be talking a lot here about tax day, which is April 15th, and the fact that the market often has a change of direction after tax day, like literally on tax day the next day. If there's been a trend, it reverses on tax day. Having said that, this year, because of COVID and everything else, they've extended tax day to May 15th. So while some people will certainly have their taxes in, I'm sure, it doesn't mean the markets are going to react the same way. So I don't know what to tell you about that. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form. As you can see, we continue to just rise like nobody cares. Tiny candles on the daily, nothing much going on. We'll look at the intraday action here in a few minutes. Crude oil up to 60.61. It's still well off the highs as the economy starts to heat up and show some signs of inflation, which is what happens when the economy starts to heat up. Up 42 cents on crude oil. Gold down $5.20, hanging near the lows. S&P cash gains 13.60. New all-time closing highs on the S&P. Once again, because why not? Nasdaq also down finally after a while. Back to all-time closing highs, up 167 points on the day. Stocks down 5. This is interesting. Stocks was down 5 points. And biotechs were up 81.40. Russell 2000 down 4.86. The VIX closes down 26 cents. Look at this, drifting back into the teens, which is interesting. The trim closes at 1.07, which is fine. Puts the 10-day moving average at 1.25. Nasdaq volume 4.2 billion shares, a little bit up from the last couple of days. But if you look at this last week, I mean, look at the 10-day moving average. That's the blue line, right? Really dropping off here, heading back into the territory it's usually in for the last couple of months. Advanced decline ratio on the Nasdaq down negative 324, so more stocks down than up, even though the Nasdaq was up 167. Advanced decline ratio on the New York negative 82, so again, more stocks down than up. I will point out the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which we don't care about as traders, but it's only 30 stocks, was down 68 points on the session. Google up $9.81, not new all-time highs. Apple up $3.19, nowhere near all-time highs. Netflix up 95 cents. Amazon gains 20.61. Still sitting in that candle from 4th of July or so last year. Tesla up 60.34. That's a big day up finally for Tesla. Facebook down $1.78, so Facebook can't, but again, we made some good money on Facebook on the breakout day last week. Zoom up 21.24. That sounds good. Goldman Sachs down 4.16. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, up $1.03. So bonds are bouncing a little bit. That's fine. The Dow Jones, like I said, only down 68 points. And it is what it is. Bitcoin's over 65,000. So what are you going to do about that? Here's the intraday action, 5-minute candles on the ES. Look, we opened fairly flat. We kind of drifted up and then just dead flat all the way through the back end of lunch. After lunch, we rallied a bit. Note the 13 sell signal was the high of the day. So what a technical day. Like nothing, except for it was boring, but nothing to do. But we made money on Overstock and some other ones. So it was interesting. Here's the cup and handle on the Nasdaq side. So a gap up, pushed for about 10 minutes, then just a cup and handle broke out in the afternoon, and again ran like the other one. So it is what it is. In terms of economic data coming out on Wednesday, we've got the import-export prices here in the U.S. Crude oil inventory is at 10:30 and beige book at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to start to see some key earnings here ahead. See what that means for the markets. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.